Hey guys, J-Man37X bringing episode 29 of Epic Battle Fantasy V. Last time, we took care of a bit of more miscellaneous stuff, finished up over here, some business over here in the Rainbow River. I can actually get rid of that. We believe we finished up over in this little dark cave area here, although actually no, we still need, you remember there's some candle spots down there, so we'll have to come back here later. This is taken care of. And okay, this time we're going to be heading into this rather mysterious looking portal. This has been eyeing us up for a while here. I believe I have confirmation that this was unlocked after we got the axe. I believe Fabrizio / Omega had told me this in my most recent live stream that I did, as of recording this. But yeah, I believe that's exactly when this got unlocked, is when we picked up the axe, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. But anywho, we're gonna go ahead and head into here and see what kind of mysteries lie before us. Is this a secret level? Why would a place like this even? Yeah, it's a bit of a weird place. You'll notice everything's a little bit glitchy. These are typically referred to as the glitch areas. At least that's what I see them referred to as. You see there's little spots of coloring that kind of, I think it's even this is like a filter on the screen here. It's a free chest we can get here, which is nice. Stat item and some bombs. I'm actually doing on steroids. I've got a lot, okay. And then you'll see we've got a few enemies here. This is an area that scales to your level, but unlike other optional areas, I'm not sure if I've mentioned this, I think I have. These guys do give experience, gold, AP, all that stuff. They scale to your level, but they still give you resources, which is nice. So, we're gonna go ahead and actually try out this little battle here. Okay. What the hell's that thing? Is that, So, right off the... There's a lot going on here. Okay. So, let's just start off with a scan. We have goldfish, which I actually need to catch one of these, apparently. You'll notice that we can't see, we don't see our, scan icons. We don't see, so for example, if we were to throw out a buff here, you don't see your buffs. You don't always know how much HP people have unless if you kind of switch the party around, you can kind of see it a bit. You don't know how much HP all the enemies have necessarily. This weather, I think this basically is a weather effect that heavily obscures your information, very heavily. As you can see, obscures health, obscures stats, obscures bestiary pages. So, here, we're gonna go ahead and flee. You'll also notice there's a new enemy here. There's quite a lot, actually, to talk about with this enemy. So before we do that, I want to double check if we have... Yes, we do. Okay. Electric field, earthquake, blizzard. Let's, basically, we want to change the weather, is the long story short. I think we might throw in Cat Ninja. I'm always very tentative to give haste to my enemies, but it can also give haste to me. At least as you're getting used to these kinds of areas, you're gonna want to be able to change the weather. At least I would recommend. The thing about weather changing, something that I actually didn't fully realize for a while. Also, you'll notice these guys look different now. Again, we'll get into that in a moment. So if we were to change the weather here, we're going to do that. Cherry blossom weather. Now, you'll notice all the information's back. Sometimes this happens. If you just switch out your party, it corrects itself. So yeah, just do that. But if you leave and come back, the weather actually lingers for some amount of time. I'm not sure exactly how. I know it's 5 turns in-game, but I don't know how long it lingers outside of battle as well. But, basically, if we go back in here, the weather will actually still be changed, as you can see here. Never made it past quality assurance. What were they thinking? Okay. Okay, so, I think that's most of that taken care of. Last thing, of course we have the goldfish. Apparently we've seen these before, we just failed to catch one. So, we'll have our chance to catch one here. But we also have this. Bit of a glitchy name. Not even exactly try to go about pronouncing that. Did not have access. once again, there's a lot to look at here. Okay. Very high evade. First thing you'll notice. Incredibly high evade. You're gonna need to do something about that. These guys are fine. The glitch enemies have very high evade. You'll notice it has 200 resistance to every single element. You'll also notice it has -2 magic defense. What this means is that if you hit it with a non-elemental magic attack, it will regain health. It does negative damage, which is, in this case, is the same as healing them. You'll also notice it's completely immune to all status, all conventional statuses at least, but it's also very weak to any kinds of debuffs, which is nice. Basically, if you do like a 40 debuff, it's gonna debuff this thing 80. It's gonna give max debuff. Lastly, I only found this out last night doing the very last glitch area, that if you hit it with an elemental magic attack, it will do negative healing and it will actually do damage, which is really weird. That blew my mind when I first found that out. So basically, long story short, you hurt this guy with either physical non-elemental attacks or any kind of elemental magic attacks, is the long story short here. So, that being said, we're gonna leave and we're gonna rework our offensive equipment a little bit here. Also, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So basically, we want everyone to have neutral weapons. The magic dealers, the magic attackers don't necessarily need to have that, so I think I'm actually just gonna keep her equipped with whatever I find her best weapon to be. Extra accuracy doesn't matter too much, honestly. I think her electric attack is pretty good. Actually, wait, what is the... Let me think ahead a little bit here. What is the goldfish actually weak to? Do you have anything? Wind and dark. Okay, we don't have much for that, I don't think. No, okay. Yeah, electric's fine. It doesn't matter too much. Do you have a neutral gun? No, he doesn't have a neutral gun yet. That's unfortunate, actually. That's very unfortunate. Okay. Well, in that case, we'll just go with the shotgun, I suppose, for the time being. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate. I'd like to get him a neutral gun. She has Eagle Eye, which is very nice. And he already has that equipment. I'm not going to worry that much about... I think these guys' attacks are elementless, and I'm inclined to say they also might... I was told, at least one of the glitch enemies we'll see much later on, that this also might be the case for this one. They actually aren't physical or magic. They're actually none. They actually don't have a type. So basically, you cannot resist their attacks, and when you see them attack, you will notice that it wouldn't help anyway. Okay, so I meant to show this off. I'll show it off after. This enemy actually has an alternative as well. I actually would like to show that off now. Hold on. We're just gonna leave and come back into this fight. Every time you enter a fight with this enemy, it will either be that form, or it will be this form. Which you might think, oh, it's just gonna be the same thing. You'd be completely wrong. You'll see this actually has negative defense. So this one is actually completely backwards. You have to hit this guy with elementless magic attacks or any kind of physical elemental attacks. Which is interesting, I would say. So that's just something to keep. Usually I prefer the other kind because basically I can use unload with Lance. But unfortunately I actually don't have that privilege right now. And also the fact that this is only 50% element, I'm gonna try it. I think this actually is gonna do nothing. Yeah, 0 damage. Because it's 50%, so it's 100% resistant, so it just does nothing. It doesn't matter anything else. So that being said, we can hurt this guy with Matt's attacks. However, we are gonna leave and come back one more time here, so that we can at least get Lance's turn back, because I need him to debuff evade. So you'll see this is a 20 debuff, but this should actually debuff this thing by 40. Oh, never mind, by 80. Oh, because it's 100. Okay. I wouldn't have expected that, actually. I thought it was going to double how much it does, but either way, I'll take that. So you'll see its evade is now 20. Just low. You might be tempted. I think the first thing I did, too, is I just buffed my character's accuracy. It's not worth it. Just debuff his evade, because it's way easier, and this will pretty much be good enough for the entire time you have to fight this thing. Okay. So, all that being considered, So we can use elemental physical attacks. So let's just see how much damage this does here. Okay, see, that was quite good. I actually think this thing might be good for catching already. These things are a little bit tricky to capture. Okay, we're good. Didn't even get to attack. Don't worry, we'll get a chance to see it attack, don't worry. The summon is also quite interesting, as you can see. 555% random element. I think this might be the only time in the game this happens. The element this is completely random, very high damage, guaranteed pretty much to inflict some random status if they aren't resistant to it. It's a magic attack also. I think it always is magic. I don't think this will change like the enemy itself will. But the problem is that the fact that if an enemy is like the slightest bit resistant to an element, this will heal them if it hits them with that element. This is a really risky attack to use, because you have absolutely no idea what the hell it's gonna do. Very interesting, though, to be sure. So, okay. Alright, we still have Cherry Blossom. Okay, gave Matt haste. That's pretty nice. Although he actually doesn't have any attacks to take advantage of this weather, of the weaknesses, I mean. But that's fine, honestly. He still hits pretty hard. Actually, I think we're not gonna buff him yet. Just gonna throw an attack out, because I do need to catch these guys as well. Okay, no, I would have been, okay. Here, let's actually do that again. Now we could probably catch this guy, mostly because of his debuffs. So we can finally get the goldfish that eluded us a while ago. I'm really trying to be more cognitive of when I need to do captures. Okay, so he uses a Holy Magic Beam, which may dry. This is a pretty unique attack. AoE Holy Attack, which is... Now that I think of it, this is... I'm not sure you're ever going to get an AoE Holy Attack as a regular attack on your team, ever. There's, of course, Nats's Limit Break. There's Anna's Holy Barrage, which has random targets. But I don't think you're ever going to get a true Holy AoE attack. I'm not... Yeah, there might be a bonus skill. I'm really not sure. If there is, I haven't found it yet. 50 hours into the game. Certainly not impossible, but I have not found one yet, at least. Okay. It's dark and wind. Actually, let's... I think Anna can do some pretty good damage here if we just buff her up a bit. So sorry, this video has been a lot of explaining, but there is... I like to be very thorough, and there's a lot of goofy stuff going on in this area. Like, a lot. Also, this doesn't do that much. That's actually okay. There's just a lot to consider here. Oh, if they surrender, they also don't do the suicide attack. That's kind of interesting. Okay, so we'll just weaken this guy a bit. I think if it's the last one we kill, it doesn't. Or no, I think it does still do the attack, doesn't it? I can never remember. Yeah, it does, okay. Alright, so we just got a red envelope, which is nice. Okay. How are we doing on those? I'm curious. I haven't checked them in the save in a while. 5, okay. About halfway. Okay. So, we're just gonna dive into another... Of course, that fight's completely optional, but like I said, they do give experience and stuff, so I am gonna do them. For areas where they don't give experience, I think I'm switching to a policy where I'm not necessarily going to worry about fighting every single battle in areas where the enemies don't give experience or anything. Also, this will be a little bit old news by the time this comes out, but I'll link it in the description. Matt has publicly shared a few new enemies he's been working on for some sort of add-on. We don't know exactly, but they're origami themed and they look really cool. Also, sorry, one more thing about this area is that the walls all wrap. So they just lead to the other side. I'm gonna make sure I always check every single one, but not really much to talk about there. Let's check this one. Okay, so this one's 3 waves. We have a new enemy here. This is not an inherently glitchy enemy. This is a Great Pixel. Looks weak and it's barely got any HP. You could probably kill it in 1 hit, right? You'll notice his defense is I actually forgot. I haven't fought these guys in a long time. You'll notice they have a lot of defense. Like, a lot. Evade is pretty average, actually. Very susceptible to stagger. These guys are basically metal idols with a different property. You'll notice this is the case for some other enemies as well. Where they're very similar to one specific type of enemy with a new twist added on. Sorry, I just want to check this battle. Okay. So, I think that battle might actually... Well, let's see. Let's try this one first, actually. So, these guys are a little bit higher level now. Level 24, which is quite high, actually, for where we're at right now. Let's see. Evade. We'll probably... Just to be... actually, I don't think that's necessary. To fire and water. We're probably going to want to take out the cat snipers first. Just because we're more likely to be able to actually kill these guys easily. Let's, oh, you know, I didn't check. I didn't actually check. I guess I'll find... I think I upgraded her to have all her AoE attacks. I believe she has all of her classic AoEs. Although I also just realized I used Debilitate and didn't. Okay. Whatever, we're just going to use this and see how it goes. Yeah, not great. I was hoping it was at least going to break their shields. Doesn't deserve to suffer like this. Okay, so their attacks are... I think that one's bomb, as you can kind of tell from the animation. These guys, their elements are... usually, you can't immediately tell what they are, but usually they're kind of based off of what they look like based on the animations. Also, damn, I need more coffees. Yeah, I keep forgetting to go to the shop to resupply. Okay, I probably could have handled this better so far. It's not going great. I didn't make a very good use of my first couple turns, I would say. Here, let's do... let's just try and take out some of these guys. Okay. So you'll notice that attack did 3 damage to him. He's also gonna get 2 turns, which is kind of scary, actually. Yeah, because these guys can hurt pretty bad, as you can see. Turns from heaven back to hell. Oof. Ooh, got instant death there. I think that might be the first time we've seen that actually out of the cat snipers. I'm not sure. I very well could be wrong in that. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get coffees after this fight. I might not even last that long, to be honest. Okay. Let's see. So that's an AoE. I think we'll go for that, and then we can have no legs heal up if need be. Let's do this. You know what? No, I'd actually rather kill these guys. We're gonna do that. You also notice that, okay, so the weather's actually back to normal now. So, no legs, why? Why did you... Oh my god. The right attack target there was so obvious to me. But apparently no legs just didn't see it. Oh my god, no legs. That made a pretty big difference there, actually. Okay, that's fine. We are gonna have... Oh, is it though, actually? Because we actually don't have enough stuff to revive everyone right now. Yeah, okay. This could be going better. Again, this is completely my bad for just forgetting to stock up on healing items, though. This is only the first wave, too. You know, honestly, we might just need to peel out of this fight. Yeah. Yeah, I think we do, actually. We just stole something, though. Oh, we got confused. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, we're gonna have to redo this. Okay. I'm gonna go stock up. Actually, let me show what happens when you leave this area. So it puts you back at a pre-chosen destination, but you'll notice things are a little bit off if we talk to people. They say the same things, but their voice clips are not very pleasant. And the statue and some other minor things are usually kind of messed up. Things seem mostly okay this time. If you leave and come back, it's all fixed. Okay, I forgot that actually puts us here, so we have a bit of a restock right here. And came up and noticed we actually have quite a bit of money now, so maybe that's a little much. Coffees are really essential in this game. Okay, let's try that one again. I think, right, the entrance is back here. I think we'll be able to pull off a victory here against this encounter. I think the next one will have to wait until next time. Okay. And also, now that we have... So their main weakness is fire, so I can actually... Now that we're not going exclusively for... At least the glitch enemies aren't the focus here. We can actually swap in some slightly more appropriate weaponry, I think. Should help us out some. Maybe some bomb resist as well. Potentially. Okay, so you... Oh, I haven't upgraded this yet. Fish fiery fume. Okay, that was my bad. I completely forgot to upgrade that. Okay. You equip this. You're already all set there. You don't... Oh, you have water, actually. Perfect. And you have water as well. Cool, we actually have something for everyone here. Honestly, I think equips-wise, this is like... Oh, that's actually pretty good. We want a little bit of bomb resist if we can get it, but in general, I'm not going to be too concerned. Okay. Oh! Some hidden items here around here, too, actually. I'll pick those up at the end, though. Oh, that... Okay. We... 46. I kind of want to shift priorities a little bit here. Now that we've gotten that. Actually, that being said, I would like to make sure we maybe live. So actually, we're just going to play it a little bit safe here, I think. They're all of their attacks, I think, are physical. Let's do this. Hopefully we don't get too screwed. That attack they just did, that is the weakest attack. That's the attack you want them to use. It's a really weak AoE. That is the preferred attack that they use by far. No, yeah, we want to debilitate. Basically, I want to get a really big hit on this guy. Damn. That's unfortunate, but this will still be pretty good. Oh, very good. Okay. Alright, I know I need to catch one of these guys. Don't worry. I will be doing that. Oh, wait, actually, hold on. This combination of enemies can be a little bit tricky, so I do want to prioritize getting their numbers weeded out a little bit here. But, I mean, as you can see, me just doing that little bit of prep with just the protect by itself was kind of useful. We are now going to switch you out. Actually, I think you're going to be better off here. Let's just throw out an attack. Okay, that guy's good to go. Yeah, you go for the capture. This guy should be good. It's a pretty big, small box, actually. Okay, 2 shakes again. I've been getting a lot of 2 shakes recently. Okay, great pixel. Weak bomb attacks, making them very weakened. Pretty nice for weakening, actually. I realize now. This actually has some value right now. Because that's a pretty big weaken. I don't think... What is... Oh, well, never mind. That's Blessed Barrage, actually, is about as good now. Okay, never mind. We're actually doing pretty well for our ability to weaken enemies. Okay, they're defending for some reason, even though they're at, like, full health. I guess we're just gonna try and kill this guy. Alright. These guys are weakened. Or, defending. I don't know why I said weakened. We're just gonna throw down some buffs, I think, because we're not gonna do that much damage to them this turn, because they have, the defense status in particular. Let's see. Yep, reduced by 50%, okay. I couldn't completely remember if that's exactly what it did. Alright. Just did some of that. Uh-oh. Pretty bad. I guess she's, like 20%, okay. Not that resistant. Okay, I think we are mostly as buffed as we're going to get. We could do a little bit more, actually. If I start powering Lance, and you can lock on... I think probably Matt needs it the most, yeah. Let's lock on there. Okay. Let's try and have Lance... this probably isn't gonna kill, to be honest. Yeah. That's fine, honestly. I can do a little bit more setup. I'm always happy to throw out an extra temper if I can. And our SP bar is pretty full. Let's no, we'll save that for the next fight, actually. So yeah, let's talk about the weather early. The weather, sometimes it resets to normal, sometimes it resets to the glitch weather. I'm not sure exactly why it does one over the other sometimes. I'm really not sure. Yeah, I honestly have no idea. Let's, I think honestly, Anna's a little bit more likely to be able to kill this guy. Really? Okay. Jeez. This little guy's giving me, it's a little bit more annoying than I was expecting him to be. Whoops. Well, that was not what I wanted. Okay, you'll notice this gray pixel is quite large. Batteries died in his wireless keyboard. Yeah, he's quite big. What level is he? 28. So he's, what, 5 levels higher than most of my team? 6 levels higher than some of it? Pretty high evade. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate. Let's do 9 lives, I think. Get some auto revive for a little extra security. I definitely want to have... Just give me a second, okay? I want to do bind for sure. And I'm gonna have you focus on some of these small fry for now. The Great Pixel is a pretty big threat, but yeah, that was just unavoidable, to be honest. Unless I like switched him out, but I really wanted the evade down as well. I'm gonna kill this guy. I'm just gonna make that decision now. We are going to... These guys have revive. I don't really want to switch them out. I want to have Lance alive, but I'm pretty sure he's never going to be able to survive another hit. Honestly, most likely this guy's going to one-shot anything he attacks, to be perfectly honest. So it's really not saying much. 66, his evade is actually still quite high right now. Can he be frozen? He actually can be frozen. I only just realized this. Hold on. Okay. What are the chances on? This is 85% chance. That's pretty likely to work. Okay. I think freezing him is a pretty good strategy here. We're just gonna do this. And again, 85% chance to work. Right? Yeah, because he's not resistant to it. I failed 280, at least as far as I can tell. There we go. Jeez. This is getting pretty unlucky there. Yeah, it's really not worth healing anyone, to be honest. Another good status to use here is morale. Doesn't look like I have Stumpy Gloop on here. The Stumpy Gloop summon is a pretty wise choice here, I would say. I haven't upgraded that yet. This is actually way better. Stumpy Gloop is nice. Under an ice damage is reduced. That's no good. Let's go ahead and get rid of that here. It's got bad luck. It's got a little bit. Actually, I think that'll actually boost this to 100% freeze chance. If you didn't know, bad luck and good, like, if you have good luck, it boosts your chance of inflicting statuses by 25%. It gets boosted by. And if the enemy has bad luck, their chances of getting a status on them is boosted by the same amount. So we have an extra 25% chance to land that freeze. So I believe that's actually guaranteed to happen now, which is quite nice. Yeah, manipulating good luck and bad luck on the battlefield is really useful if you want to just abuse status weaknesses like this. You can say, I can literally do this forever. If an enemy can be stunned or frozen, most likely you can cheese the shit out of him and make the fight really easy. Just a general tip for this game. Okay, so there's that. We get a gun here, the Heavy Claw. Boosts the damage of bomb skills, which I think he already has something that does that. Here, let's go ahead and upgrade that a little bit. Yeah, he already has a bomb weapon right here. Gives the player heavy as well. You see, this is pretty high attack oriented, as you can see there. I'll just stick with level 3 for now. I don't know how we've gotten so many of those processors. Sorry, one more thing. There's a few items around here. Usually, you'll want to make sure you search for hidden items in these areas. I think there's usually like 2-ish per area. They're usually pretty good. You get some good stuff in here. So you get an emerald there. As you get into the later versions of these areas, the rewards will only get better. Okay. Anywho, a little bit of a longer one, but again, there's a lot to talk about here. So I certainly have no problems with that. But thank you guys very much for watching. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check the description for a link to my Twitch.tv channel, where tonight, not sure how far I'll be by the time this video goes up, but be streaming more EBF5. That's the plan, at least. Feel free to join me on my Discord as well, also in the description. If you want to keep up to date as far as if I have to change any of my stream plans, or just keeping in touch with you guys in general. We're getting more and more people in there, people from the streams, people from YouTube. I really like being able to talk to you guys. And yeah, next time we're going to finish up this battle, and I don't think we have anything left to do but head into the next premium dungeon, so I think we're going to take care of that next time as well. So, yeah, thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys later.